Afternoon. My name is Dr. Chudi Ufondu of Snowspirations Global Health Solutions. Thank you so much. It's once again our Believing for Baby Open Clinic, lunchtime open clinic. So thank you and welcome to today's clinic. Today's clinic is going to run approximately 30 minutes and it's going to be open-ended clinic. That means you ask your questions, I provide you feedbacks, and we all go and practice. Remember, the motto of the group is to pray, is to play 48 hourly. Playing means making love to your partner 48 hourly. And practicing. Practicing means putting every other thing you've learned from the group into practice, not just planning. You see, don't allow perfection stop you from good. So many people are in planning phase for a long time, and before you know it, it's late. So step off from planning to doing the right things, to practicing. So thank you so much and welcome. I'm going to quickly allow my admin to share the details of our group. Our group is out here to help anybody having problems in health, especially if it's related to infertility. So if you're not able to start your family, if you have any gynecological problems, if you have any chronic health problems, and you've been wondering the right way to go about it, you are in the right place. Now, our aim is not just to help you to become pregnant. We want to help you to become pregnant, then also have an eventful pregnancy. So if you are already pregnant, it's not just enough to be pregnant. 9 months is a long time. So we also want to make sure we provide you with enough information, enough facts and knowledge so you can have good outcome. I believe that every woman is a mother. I believe that every mother deserves to see the child. You have a special relationship with your child. You've already named your child. You've already assumed it's going to be a doctor. You've already assumed so many things. So every mother deserves to have her child alive, and every child deserves the two parents and the siblings. Okay, so quickly come in, announce your location. We love to know who you are. We want to know where you're based. Then as soon as possible, you can start asking your questions because we have only 30 minutes. Remember our various clinics. Mondays, it's this particular clinic with me. Tuesday, it's Dr. Ndichie's clinic. We're keeping it real. Wednesday is our community health clinic. Thursday is Dr. Ndichie's clinic. Friday is my 40s Friday. Saturday is my wardrobe. Sunday is my maternal and child health clinic. Then every last Sunday of the month, we have a special masterclass. For the month of August, it's going to be on ovulation. Ovulation is cardinal. Ovulation is at the center of every motherhood. If you are not ovulating, you cannot become pregnant, both naturally and with IVF or IUI or surrogacy. So you need to know about your ovulation. Registration is currently ongoing. So I will encourage you to attend. Knowledge can set you free. When you know better, you can act better. When you act better, you can change your attitude. When you change your attitude, you can change your practices. When you change your practices, you can change your perception. And overall, the ultimate aim is to get results. So we are result-oriented. So I'm going to quickly start the clinic now. So ask your questions in real time. If you need to subscribe, it's possible. We have 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and ANC and Believing for Baby group consult. Any which one you think you can afford, come as you are, but come any which way, okay? So guys, let's talk. Ask your questions. Remember, our clinic is predominantly for people that will become parents in 2022. So we already have them. Dr. Ndichie is also in attendance. She's going to provide backups. Okay, so guys, ask your questions. So let me see. I think someone is already asking about hypertension in pregnancy. What specifically do you want to know about that? And also look at the location. So if you need help getting a good doctor in any of the locations, what you need to do is to subscribe. You have to subscribe. Subscription is constant for all services. Okay. Okay, so this person is asking about high blood pressure in TTC. Just to correct you, we don't use TTC. We don't believe in trying. We believe. So what we use in our group is believing for babies. We don't use TTC. TTC means trying to conceive. We don't try because God has already made us mothers and fathers, okay? Now, high blood pressure, it's a condition that must be fully controlled before pregnancy. Fortunately and unfortunately, if you are already hypertensive before you started planning for pregnancy, your blood pressure must be properly controlled before you think of becoming pregnant. Now, the general rule of thumb, when you look at your blood pressure, is to look at the two numbers. So we have a number on top and we have a number on the bottom. I want you to focus on your number on the top being less than 130 and the number below being less than 80. If your number on top, it's about the neighborhood of 130, and your number below is about the neighborhood of 80, it's considered normal. Now, there are so many other technicalities, but generally, when your blood pressure is above 140/90 consistently, you have problems of high blood pressure. Now, high blood pressure might not stop you from becoming pregnant, but it can complicate the process of becoming pregnant. Let me explain. If your partner, your male partner or yourself, if you have high blood pressure, it can affect all the systems in the body, including your reproductive system. Some men might also be on some antihypertensives, which can affect their libido and which can lead to erectile dysfunction. So remember that for you to get your partner pregnant, you need to be frequent in lovemaking 48 hourly. So if your male partner has high blood pressure and is probably not exercising, he's not sleeping, the possibility he will be making love to you 48 hourly is limited. Now, if you are already hypertensive, it's important to modify your lifestyle. There are little simple things you can do by yourself. Eating clean. Make sure you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Drinking only water. Avoiding your alcohol. Watching your body weight. Your BMI is very important. Hypertension, diabetes, and obesity are deadly combo. In medical school, we call them very deadly combo. Okay? Very, very deadly. You don't want to have any of them. Unfortunately, when you have one, they will attract the other one. So most people that are hypertensive might be diabetic and they have weight issues. Now, the good news, if you modify your lifestyle before you are planning to become pregnant, by dropping your body weight to a healthy range, which is between 18.5 to 24.9, you can improve your fertility by 70% for the women, just by changing your body weight. And you can do this consistently by adopting a healthy daily lifestyle. Let me give you an example about me. Like I shared my experience with you guys yesterday. When I wake up in the morning, I say my prayer. Before I start getting ready to start my work, I normally consult, make sure I don't have anybody that need my help. Then I can take my tea, plain, or I can take my coffee, plain, just to keep me going. Then I don't start eating until 1. So it's currently 12:07 here. By the time I'm done with you guys, when I go back, I start eating. Now my eating window is 8 hours. So I start eating by 1. Once it's 9 p.m. in the night, I stop eating. Now, the fact I said my eating window opens by 1 doesn't mean I have to go about eating anything. No, I still have to eat the right things. If you can work on your body weight, if you can work on your anxiety level, if you can work on your stress level, and if you can work on your sleep, you can have a better outlook if you are hypertensive. So women that are hypertensive can still become pregnant. But the problem is hypertension can complicate your pregnancy. So hypertension can lead to poor development of your baby. Hypertension can lead to poor general, organ development in your baby. It can lead to small for gestational age baby. It can complicate a lot of things. It can lead to what we call preeclampsia, which is deadly. So hypertension is deadly for everybody, especially for the women. Okay, so if you are already hypertensive, chances are that they gave you some antihypertensive. Guess what? The beauty of modifying your lifestyle, if you do better, you can actually stay off drugs. There is no drug you're taking in life you can stop if you're living healthy. If you can adopt a healthy lifestyle, you can stop your anti-diabetic drugs. You can stop your anti-cholesterol drugs, because in cholesterol, when you are exercising, you are increasing the level of the healthy cholesterol, the high density lipoprotein. The deadly one is the low density lipoprotein. So when your LDL is going up, you have a problem. But when your HDL, the healthy one, is going up, it's protective. So you can take back your life by simply modifying your lifestyle. So what you eat is what you become. Remember, what I just mentioned is what we call intermittent fasting. It's not starvation. It's not hunger. You are eating, but you are being mindful of the frequency of your eating, and you are eating virtually everything. So you're not supposed to starve yourself from eating a particular thing. Okay, so the key word in hypertension in people that are believing for mothers and fathers is lifestyle modification. But please make it a point of duty to see your doctor so we can check your number properly. Very important. Okay, let's continue, guys. Keep asking your questions, please. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, once you come in and you're done with introduction, just go ahead and start asking questions. We don't have much time. So hopefully I'm going to get to your own question. And Dr. Ndiche is also in the background. So I'm searching for questions. You can always ask your question again if I haven't attended to your own. The problem I normally have when I'm using my phone is the screen. My screen is very small, but when I'm at home, I can comfortably see the screen on a bigger level. So keep asking your questions, please. Remember, it's open clinic, so I don't have a particular topic. I'm just providing you feedback. So this is an opportunity. If you cannot afford our services, every day you show up by my break time, you can get free consults, completely free. Okay, but if you need to talk to me one-on-one, you have to subscribe. Okay, but guys, ask your questions. Ask your questions. If you haven't registered for the bootcamp, please register. Now, I know there are so many women that might not afford to attend because of money. We have been blessed to have some women that are caring. So over time, matter of fact, all our clinics, all our master classes, a group of women will come together and say, I'm going to sponsor 10, I'm going to sponsor 20, I'm going to sponsor 50. If you are led in spirit, if you believe that God has blessed you, and if you believe in helping this community, it's strictly optional. It's strictly based on your decision. You can tell admin, I'm going to take care of 10 people for this upcoming masterclass. I understand by way of helping women to become pregnant, I'm paying back. You see, in life, you have to pay it forward and pay it backward. Like if my nursery school teacher, if my mom taught me in primary school, if my mom didn't teach me, I'm not going to be a doctor. Now you have to always pay it back and pay it in the future. When you're paying it in the future, you're safeguarding the generation next, which is also your generation of the kids. Okay, so remember, giving helps. So if you feel like giving back, just tell the admin and pick the number of people you can afford to sponsor, and God will bless you. But right now, let's continue with the questions. Okay, let's see. Okay, Doc, what can make a pregnant woman not to be able to sleep well? Now, pregnancy on its own changes everything. So it's not unusual to have women that are pregnant, either having less sleep or more sleep. There are so many factors that can cause that. The changes in your hormone can change the whole orientation of your sleep. The fact you have a big belly can also make you uncomfortable. The fact you might not have support can also disrupt your sleep cycle. The fact you don't have good environment, good social environment, you're not in a happy place, because pregnancy takes a toll on you. So sleep problem in pregnancy is not unusual. Now, sleep problem might be a manifestation of a medical problem. So if you have been having sleep problem and you have been doing your best, you see some people pretend to be sleeping and they are still in Facebook. They are still with their phone. The lights are all over the place. You cannot sleep if you're in Facebook because there is always something that will keep your attention, out there. So if you genuinely want to sleep, which is very important, an adult is expected to at least get 6 hours sleep daily to function. Kids need more. So there are people that don't sleep. Let me tell you the truth. Part of the reason why you might not have a baby today might be sleep. When you sleep in the night or the day, like in America, there are some people that sleep in the day, there are people that sleep in the night. So we don't have night and day in America. If you are someone that walk through the night, then you sleep during the day. But the exact time that God designed sleep to be refreshing, to make sure that your hormones are functioning properly is what? The night. Your reproductive hormones will work better when you sleep. So what I will tell you is this. Remember, you're not a candidate for taking over-the-counter sleeping pills, right? So you don't have any business taking any pills. In Nigeria, people take Lexotan, diazepam, and all those stuff by yourself. You don't do that to yourself. The only drug you have to take as a pregnant woman, it's the one given to you by your ANC doctor. Your painkillers, your antibiotics, your anti-malaria, and your sleep pills can kill your baby if it's not recommended by your doctor. There are some anti-malaria you will take. If it's not pregnancy friendly, it can cause a lot of complications. There are some painkillers you will take during pregnancy, you have complications. The same thing is applicable to sleeping medication. So you don't go careless. That's why you need to be in a group where you will learn. Remember, we have a group for pregnant women in our group. It's called ANC Telegram Lounge. So if you are in your first trimester is the first 3 months. In all the trimesters in pregnancy, the most difficult trimester is the first trimester. This is when most miscarriages happen. Most miscarriages will happen between the first week to 12th week. Some women will not even know they are pregnant. They've already miscarried. No one knows the exact time you're taking. So when we ask you for your last menstrual period, it's more of an estimate. By the time most women know they are pregnant, their pregnancy has already advanced. So you need to be careful. You see, for you to be a mother, for you to be a father, you have to have started when you were a teenager. Unfortunately, some people didn't learn this. So if you have a young girl as a daughter, if you have a young son, start teaching them to start early. You start preparing yourself for a mother very, very early. So many people are good people, but because they are exposed to peer pressure, they damage their body. By the time they are ready to become married or to start having kids, whatever they did when they were growing up will start haunting them. There are some women that aborted all the babies they could have had, not because they are bad people, but because of the society they live in. You see, we all did stuff. We all had boyfriends, girlfriends, had sex without telling our parents. We all did that. So I'm not here to make you feel bad, but I'm telling you, whatever it is, if you happen to be young now, you have an advantage. If you have a daughter, if you have a son, start teaching them the real things. Stop quoting words. Stop using religion to sidetrack the reality. You have to start teaching your kids sex education as early as 6 years. Tailor it to the language they will understand. If you don't teach them, they will learn. Either their peer group will teach them or the internet. Our kids are all over the internet. We don't even know what they are watching. You might think you have parental control. You don't know nothing. So the knowledge they imbibe will be the knowledge that will guide them. This is not the era of going for abortion. It doesn't matter the circumstances. If you train your daughters well, if you train your sons well, when they start having sex, which they will have, you will not know. Now your beautiful daughter who is going to church every day, it's okay. They are going to experiment. But what you need to teach them is the ability to have the mind to make informed decisions. If they eventually start having sex without your knowledge, it should be safe sex. Because one night stand can easily make her pregnant, can easily introduce sexually transmitted infections, and can ruin her career. That your beautiful, well-behaved daughter, the fact she had sex doesn't make her an evil person. There are so many virgins out there that have heart of charcoal. It depends on your orientation. This is why we need to be careful. So if you want to be a mother, you have to start early to prepare your body. There are so many women that went for abortion in different quack hospitals and they damage their body. There are some women that have what we call Asherman syndrome today. Why? Because when they went for the abortion, they went to a place and they overzealously scraped the cover of their womb and they have adhesions and they can no longer become mothers. There are some women that had sexually transmitted infections, chlamydia and gonorrhea, but because of fear, they couldn't get the right treatment and it damaged their tubes. That your beautiful girl who you've been counting down for 1 year to become pregnant might not be pregnant because of what she did growing up. So the stories your mother has told you is no longer the right stories. I know growing up, they told you, oh, don't allow a man to touch you, or this is going to happen. Tell them that this is the penis. Tell them that this is the vagina. Tell them how babies are made. The earlier you tell them, the better. We have to show tough love. Our generation is gradually going into extinction. The reason why I show up every day is to contribute my own knowledge so that together we can be the light in our world. If all you have is criticisms and complaints, then please go to one place and eat your criticisms and words. If you don't have solutions, then you're part of the problem. Okay, let's continue. All right, keep asking your questions. Okay? For some reasons, I'm just seeing my admin's notification. Guys, this is your opportunity to hear from me, especially if you can't afford our services. Our group is user-friendly. We attend to everybody. Dr. Ndiche is doing a great job behind the scenes. Okay, but I'm still searching for questions. Admin, you can also repost any question you feel I haven't attended to, so I can provide feedbacks on them. Okay? Now, if you are one of the SGHS Hall of Famer, you see, there are so many amazing women. I haven't even met them, but I know in my mind, we are kindred family. There are so many amazing ladies I've come across. I don't even know who these women are, but they've done amazing things. There are women that sponsor 10 women every month, and some of them are looking for their own babies. But they don't even bother about their own babies. Some of them have completed their families, but every single day, they want to look for people to help. So helping and caring is a gift that keeps giving. So if you are in this committee this afternoon and you were moved, if you are following me since 2015 and you're looking for a way to pay me back, guess what? You can sponsor women. There are some of our members that might not be able to attend this event. Some of them might not be able to go for basic services. See, when we all become pregnant and mothers together, everybody will be happy, right? So if you can help a woman today to become pregnant, guess what? When they have their babies, the blessing a pregnant woman and a mother will give you when they pray for you, it's forever. Look, I'm telling you the truth. Do you know why? Since I started helping in maternal health since 2015, some days I might look like I don't have, but I have never known any lack. This is not fake story. This is reality check. I have never known lack. It might not happen at the early, but towards the end, I always have enough to give. So it's not just about you in this group. We love each other. We cherish each other. So don't always show up and become angry when you don't get what you want. Look for what you can do for people that might not be able to afford services. We run on love, okay? So it's just an advice. If you want to, if you don't want to, that's still okay. All right, guys, where are your questions? Okay, let's see. Okay. What's your take on all these vaginal tightening items women put in their vagina? What's your advice on vaginal tightening? If you've been following me for some time now, or if you have just followed me for one day, you know where I stand. I'm pro-women. I protect women. I'm a maternal and child health specialist. Now, here's the deal. Your vagina is the strongest organ in the body that knows exactly how to take care of itself. But this is the reality. Your vagina is not going to be the same when you were 15. As you are getting older and you are exposing the vagina to a lot of things, including the penis, including childbirth, including all the procedures you've been going for, your vagina strength and integrity and health will keep changing. But guess what? If you know how to look after your vagina, if you can engage in what we call Kegel exercise, if you can watch your body weight, if you can have sex regularly, remember that sex is a form of exercise. It's called sexercise. If you can live healthy, if you have a very good eating habit, your vagina doesn't need your help. Now, this is what will happen when you begin to do external things to the vagina. You will damage your vagina. There are some bacteria that live in the vagina. They are not the bad bacteria. Their role is to protect your vagina. There is a particular environment in your vagina that God gave you so that you can thrive. When you damage those protective vagina bacteria, you will expose yourself to bad bacteria that will come and damage your vagina. When your vagina is damaged, look, you see how I'm calling it vagina, right? That's the name. The problem is we spiritualize vagina. We bring in a lot of needless emotions and needless, tension, and we call it different names. Then people go behind to be messing about. Your vagina doesn't need your help. The muscles in the vagina can be exposed to a lot of tension and they will still come back and perform their duty. Imagine the size of your baby and your vagina will open and entertain the baby to come out. Imagine so many things that has happened to your vagina and it's still standing. So when you go about doing all this nonsense tightening and putting nonsense inside your vagina, you are not helping your vagina. You are damaging your vagina. Some women cook their vagina. They put so many food items inside their vagina, and at the end of the day, you're damaging your vagina. And some of you might be putting carcinogens. Carcinogens are cancer-causing chemicals. So when you begin to put all those food items, or you begin to put all those, stuff they deceive you guys out there are so many things they sell you, you put in your vagina. Look, your vagina is the entrance to your future. Your vagina can either make you or mar you. What enters your vagina can bring you wealth or can bring you abject penury. Your vagina is not meant for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Your vagina is not meant for a dirty woman in the village that will come and put their fingers inside your vagina, or for anybody trying to use you to make you feel like once you do this, you're going to become this. You are who God made you to be. So let your vagina be. Your vagina is not a problem. What you need to do is to acquire the real knowledge, is to come out from your religiosities, is to do the right things and take good care of your vagina. Your vagina doesn't need soap. What your vagina needs is just water. The only thing that should enter your vagina is the penis. Or if you need medical problems, if you have medical problems, we can give you suppositories. Or you're putting your pad, or you're putting your tampon. And when your baby is coming out, these are the only things that should enter your vagina. Any other thing you're putting in your vagina is an enemy. So come back home. Some people will damage their vagina and they will never know peace again in life. There are some women that have caused themselves permanent pain because of places they've taken their vagina to. There are some women that have desecrated their holy temple because of going to a place you are not supposed to go to. So today is your morning. If you don't understand, what you allow inside your vagina can damage or make you. If you're going to be healthy, The health of your vagina is going to make you healthy. If you're going to be smart, if you're going to be a very good professional, who you allow inside your vagina can define your future. That's a fact. You have to teach your girls this. You have to teach your boys this. We can try everything we want to try. Most of us, we are just saved by grace because there were so many silly things we did growing up, but we are still standing. So if you have kids right now, you are a very good messenger. Be a good advocate of your kids. Sit them down. Talk to them like mini adults. Tell them the reality because they're going to try a lot of things out there. So let your vagina be. Your vagina, it's okay. Your vagina doesn't need any tightening. The muscles in your vagina can play their role. And your vagina is not just for making babies. Your vagina is also for procreation, for pleasure. So when you're making love 48 hourly, make sure you are loving your love making, because when the babies come, everything changes, including your sex life. There are so many couples that make love in the afternoon, in the morning, and anytime. No longer like that because the kids have taken over. So the best time to maximize your vagina is today. So let your vagina be. Okay? My time is up. If your questions are not answered, don't worry. Keep a day with me later today in our YouTube channel. So every 7 p.m., during working time, I normally have about 30 minutes with you guys in YouTube. Today, we're going to talk about exercise and fertility. So if you stay up late night about 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. in Nigeria, 7 p.m. Eastern time, you can catch us in YouTube. Admin is going to share the links. I want to see you guys again. I want to talk to you guys. Remember that Sunday is the boot camp. If you miss this, you will have regrets. So look, I'm telling you the truth. If the only thing you have succeeded in achieving in 2021 is become pregnant, you are the wealthiest. Don't carry over your infertility to 2022. 2022 is the dancing year in this group. Look, you might not understand this until you get to 31st December and you begin to regret. Take your actions today. Pray to God. God is the giver of everything good. Play 48 hourly. When you are making love, love your love making. Remove your mind from making babies. Just concentrate on love making. You will become a mother. And practice. Go and make sure you have a fertility specialist. If they give you any options, take it and run. If you are supposed to go for IVF, go. IUI, go. Surrogacy, go. Adoption, go. Donor eggs, go. Donor sperm, go. Do you know why? By the time you are ready, you might not have that same chance again. You might have lost your chance. Some women might be waiting for the right time. By the time they think it's right time, they've gone into menopause. You cannot stop aging. So let this be a wake-up call. Share it with your partners. Now for the men, my brothers, some of you are the reason why you don't have babies today. Because you're not taking your woman serious. Because you're spending your money on things that don't matter. But the things that matter, you begin to rack sense. Oh, we don't have money. But you have money from Kobe. But you have money to go and drink. But you have money to go and watch soccer. But you don't have 2,000 naira to subscribe, to attend the events. And you're not agreeing to go and check your sperm. You're blaming your woman. And you're telling me that what God does not do, what's that popular slogan? Look, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's be real. If you want to be a mother, if you want to be a father, then do what fathers do. Do what mothers do. Go above and beyond. A drop of water can rain. You have your twins. You have your triplets. You have your quadruplets in your ovaries. They are there waiting for you to take the bold step. So what are you waiting for? Why are you leaning on your understanding? Do you think if it's your understanding alone, you wouldn't have all your babies today? If every woman and every man is having their babies, why will I be showing up? I will just be doing one or few things during my break. But we have a challenge and we need help. So if you need help, show up. We don't have the liberty of time. Thank you for coming. I love you guys and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until I see you, God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.